Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Keely Ringo. And the Rams will take over here just past the 30.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Rams 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go. And he ends up just running right by you.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Lions are going to get the football at their own 23.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there. He picks up the 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Well, that help is going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll run. It's Williams. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. One more time for Williams. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Big play coming up. Third and goal. He'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And that's going to be shut down quickly. He'll get this one only up to about the 2. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's first down, and they'll run. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Third and a yard. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 32 yards. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let one go down the middle.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half, putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Detroit. That is caught. He is in. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown number 9 for the year. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Motion man sent right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Second down and 8. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. Now fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A good spot here, second and a yard. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. That's caught, left side, it's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And that is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Complete to Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable?
In trouble, and down he goes. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense...
the pressure all over him. He goes down again.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, this is Williams. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On the option, here's Williams.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here's the Lions punt team now. The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First down, Rams.
Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
To the ground, a first down run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Hardy's kick is good. And the Rams will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Taking off. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Putting the tight end in motion. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. Great example of it here.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Throwing now from the gun. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I really like this play design. They're trying to match up the speed of this running back versus the linebacker in coverage, but do it vertical down the middle of the field. And when he can get that matchup, they feel that's advantage offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Rams.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll try the right side this time. And this one blown up. Good surge. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So now, a big spot coming here. This to take the lead here in the fourth. Oh, no, he missed it. Not more than a chip shot, but it's no good. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the fourth. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Bryce Huff, the former Jet, in there to bring him down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
The Lions called their first timeout. On first down, it is Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up for second and 9. On the ground, Williams. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's a big one. This third down. They'll drop to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Harrison Davis to kick off.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Now, on second and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. This one complete right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
This is first and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, Your quarterback needs to be on point, and after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target, and it'll be second down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think like they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a two-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for two, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it two-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win, and the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. That is incomplete. Give them credit, they were going for the win, but it remains a one-point deficit. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
This is tough. You're trying. Guys, a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.